Okay.
Hi, good morning all. Welcome to our ThingsCloud webinar. So, hope everyone is doing good and stay safe. So first we'll just go through one video. So our vision is to provide sustainable surplus energy to every person for them to achieve their goal. And the mission is to build and sell products and solutions that offer consumers energy sustainably generated when and where they need it. So this is our ecosystem product chain. So we are in solar, battery, grid, Wi-Fi, cloud, and mobile. So we are in the solar energy is nothing but the grid tie inverters and grid hybrid inverters. When battery comes, so it is a battery backup with the grid tie system, and the grid is we are exporting the power to the grid, and Wi-Fi is the unit which will be used to communicate between the inverter to the cloud. So whatever the data is being generated, that will beam to the cloud, and we can see through our web dashboard or mobile app. And cloud is where the all this data will be stored and we can process the data. And mobile app is nothing but our Android app, which we can which we can monitor the data. So when we comes to product line, so basically we are a tech company, power electronics company. So we are into design, development and manufacturing of different types of product, and like solar products are one of the vertical. Okay, so in this we have we have grid tie inverter, things hi-fi grid tie inverter, things hybrid grid interactive inverter with a battery charging. So this is the inverter. Like now, usually things grid tie inverters, when in the absence of grid, it will not function. Okay, so during the power cut and all, so we need to have a UPS. So that functionality is attached with this hybrid inverters, and also there is an advantage for this. Even though the battery is full and there is no load, the excess energy can be feedback to the grid. So here we are ensuring that even a single unit we are not losing. And things Wi-Fi is a Wi-Fi module which will communicate between the inverter to the cloud. So whatever the data which is recorded, that will be beamed to cloud, and we can monitor there in the cloud. So and we can see how much energy is being generated per day, how much energy is generated monthly, yearly. So all sorts of all sorts of data will be available in the cloud. And Things.io is the Android app. So as you know, all are using smartphones. So we can wherever you are, you can monitor the system remotely. Only thing is you need to have a internet. So you can see the whatever it is available in the web dashboard, that you can see it in the mobile app as well. So the first product line is our grid tie inverters. So it's a Things Hi-Fi. So we have a three variants, 1, 3 and 5 kVA single phase grid tie inverters. These are all transformerless design, that means high frequency model, and it is comes with a built-in AI. So what does it this AI do? So AI is nothing but a boost algorithm which ensures that the end customer is getting the maximum yield out of solar. So if they are connected 1 kilowatt, they will get the maximum out of 1 kilowatt. So that is what the this AI does. And also when it comes to partial shading and all this, so it will this this intelligent algorithm which will helps to tap the maximum output from the solar. And there is an optional there is an option for with these inverters, like we can use it as a zero export as well. If some places where there's some unavailability of the bidirectional energy meters, and sometimes we are getting a lot of delays when you are getting the when you are applying for the what to say net meter. So in that condition, we can go for a zero export. Also, wherever you are having this daytime consumption is more. So where you can go for a grid zero systems. Where also the advantage is that you don't need to invest more on the battery, and there is a grid sharing algorithm, so no need to worry on the capacity of the inverter as well. And built-in load sharing algorithm. So it is nothing but if solar generation is less, that will be shared with the grid. So say if there's you have connected 5 kilowatt system and your generation is only 2 kilowatt. So balance 3 kilowatt you can get it from the grid. And cloud-based monitoring. So by using as you seen that the Things Wi-Fi. So with that Wi-Fi will be connected with, through Wi-Fi, Things Wi-Fi, we are connecting to the cloud through internet, and you can monitor the system. And we have a MPPT efficiency of more than 99.5%, and upgraded version of inverter that can accommodate bifacial band as well. So this is the typical system diagram of a grid tie inverter. So here you can see the solar panel. Solar panel is connected to inverter through a DC-DB. So all this safety, like the breakers, SPDs will be there here, and this inverter will convert the DC into AC, and it will push the current to your home, and through the bidirectional meter it will goes to the grid. So this energy meter we have depicted here only for the explanation purpose. So this energy meter is coming inbuilt with the inverter. So whatever the energy is being generated will be displayed here in the inverter. Okay, so you can see panel voltage, current, how much energy is being generated, how much energy is being pumped to the grid. So all this data will be displayed here in the display. Okay, and ACDB, through ACDB it will be connected to the house, and from there is a bidirectional energy meter. This is nothing but whenever you consume the energy, it will say if you are considering a clock. So it will if you are consuming the energy, it will move it in an anti-clockwise direction, and if you are selling back to the grid, it will move it in a anti-clockwise direction. So whatever happens, like say, if there are if your consumption is 300 units in a month and you generated 120, you are connected a 1 kilowatt system and generated 120 units and you sell to the grid. So 300 minus 120, so 180 units you have to pay for it. That is how the net metering system works. So that is what this bidirectional meter does. And in normal condition, if there is a load in the house, it will consume whatever the energy is being generated, and excess energy will be going to the grid. And there is a Wi-Fi, Things Wi-Fi, which is using for our remote monitoring purposes. Okay, so the moment if the Things Wi-Fi is connected to the inverter, it will, whatever the data is being generated and recorded in the inverter, that will push to the cloud, and from that we can monitor through your laptop or PC or your mobile apps, mobile devices. You can monitor it. So this is our specifications. As we discussed, we have 1, 3 and 5 kilowatt 5 kVA systems, and here only the main thing we have to focus on the VOC. So whenever we are connecting the system, we should not increase the VOC. We should not increase the VOC. And we are all having all these certifications, appropriate certifications, which is mandated by MNRE. So IEC 61683 is for the efficiency, 60068 is the environmental, and 62116 is the anti-islanding, and we have a very fast anti-islanding timing, and 6210 is the safety, and 61000 is the EMC, and this is IP rated, IP65 rated, and this is the grid utility. So the second thing is the Things hybrid. So it is a we can say this is a grid tie inverter with the battery back. So this also we have 1, 3 and 5 kVA variants, and this all built in with AI, that is that boost bit sharing algorithm, and boost algorithm, which is used to get the maximum output from the solar. And here what this system does, it will generate the power and it will store the battery through this BMS. So this is the battery management system. So to a grid tie inverter, I mean our Things Hi-Fi grid tie inverter, we are attaching this BMS, and through BMS we can connect the battery and we can store the energy into it. Okay, so once the battery is full and there is no grid, so the whatever the excess energy is being generated will sell to the grid. So you are not losing the energy. So typically in a off-grid system, if the battery is full and there is no load, then whatever the energy is being generated will be wasted. Okay, so if there is a power cut, there is a grid outage, so what will happen? So a typical grid tie inverter will stop working, but here it will act as a off-grid inverter, and whatever the critical loads you have connected to the inverter will function. So that is how the system works. And here we have a adjustable battery charging current, a maximum of 20 amps, like it is 10, 50 and 20 amps. So we can use 100H, 100H, 150H and 200H, like say all our C10 batteries. So that's what we can use different types. I mean, based on your battery capacity, you can select the battery charging current. And here also there is a built-in load sharing algorithm, that what does it do is it will share between battery, solar and grid. So it is comes with the cloud-based monitoring. So we have to connect things Wi-Fi to the system, and we can monitor through your mobile app or your web dashboard. And we can connect different types of tubular batteries, lithium ion. So only thing is we have to select the battery type, and this battery bus is 24 volt or 48 volt. So 1 kilowatt will be 24, and 3 and 5 will be 48. So this is the typical connection diagram. So if you look at the diagram, except this portion, rest all same as our grid tie inverter. So here we are adding this BMS, and we are connecting the battery. And if you see the arrows here, so it is like bidirectional. So if there is a grid outage, this will act as a off-grid inverter, and from the inverter, whatever the critical load which is connected to the inverter, that will function. So it will like as a built-in UPS, but it does lots more than that, and a UPS. So this is our specifications, and you can use the different types of batteries. And if you look at the specifications, it's all same as Hi-Fi grid tie inverter. So only the difference is here. So you can have a battery, different 24 volt battery, 48, and you can use SMF or tubular. That as of now we have given only SMF and tubular, but we can connect lithium ion as well. Only thing is we have to privately inform to us which type of lithium ion is going to use, because based on the lithium chemistry, it will be changing. And the main advantage of our system, systems are this in India, the grid fluctuations and the frequency variations are lot more. So we are giving a wide range of grid feed voltage range, like 165 to 280, and a frequency of 45 to 55 hertz. Okay, and also we have a good MPP voltage range, like 50 to 380. So that is we are squeezing the last drop of the generation, and we ensure that you are getting the maximum output. These are the certifications which we got, and this is our Things Wi-Fi. So this is using for monitoring the inverter, right? So it is not only for it can be used not only for inverters, and other application also we have used, but right now we are mostly concentrating on the inverter. So it is a IoT device for cloud-based monitoring, and it is with the multi-brand compatibility. Say if you have being an installer, being an integrator, so you will be having multiple choice of inverters, based on the customer requirements. Some customers they may go for the premium products. Some customers they will look into the price point. So you'll be using a different types of inverters. So in that condition, you can monitor all these inverters in a single platform. So that is the biggest advantage of this, because otherwise what you have to do is you have to log in all the different website, and you have to check. So here you can see everything in a single platform. And also we can connect external sensors like pyrometer, temperature sensor, wind wind sensor, and all this. So then that also we can monitor through your on your dashboard. And also it is comes with the SD card storage. So that means if there is a internet outage, or some issues with the internet, so that data will be stored in the SD card. So that can be almost 1 to 2 years of data can be stored in the SD card. So which ensures that even though there is a internet issue, you're not going to lose the data. So this is a few applications with the Things Wi-Fi we have tried out. So mainly we are concentrating on the solar inverters. So this is our Things.io mobile app. So we can see the monthly generation, daily generation. Like here we can see the line graph or bar graph, whatever based on your requirements. You can select that. So the main thing is it is for energy monitoring, and you can see the real-time data, and you can see live data, like for every, like say based on the inverter to inverter it is changing, but in between 13 seconds to 30 seconds, like it will shows whatever the data which is recorded by the inverter, and you can access at any time, any point of time, at any birth. Only thing is you need to have a internet, and this is an Android app, and you can see the notification in the app. This is our Things.io web. So web access is there, and the real-time tracking is multi-user access. Multi-user access in sense you are a integrator, and you have some 100 sites under you. So that 100 people will be monitoring from their own site. Excuse me, and you can monitor all the 100 sites from your office, and also you can assign the user. You can assign the user, like okay, he can monitor only this site. Those features are there. And multi-device access. Multi-device access, and then you're having some 3 or 4 devices. All the device you can the device in sense the IoT device, and each IoT can be connected to maximum, if it is the same sort of inverter, like say 20 kilowatt inverter, 20 kV inverter. So all 20 numbers, like up to 20 numbers, can be connected to one IoT, and you can all these are it is ease of use. Being an integrator, you can see all the data in the the multiple sites. You can see multiple devices. You can see multi-user. You can have in your company itself, you can have 3 people who can access to this. So these are the features we are providing. So this is how the monitoring works. So this is how the web dashboard and mobile dashboard works. So you can have a look at this. So our presence, like now we have a R&D center here in Kalyan Nagar, Bangalore, and our manufacturing facility is in Whitefield, Bangalore. So these are our R&D center, and this is our production facility. So we'll go through that production facility now. And this is a glimpse of our installations. And this is creating buzz in the media. Like now we have many interviews, and we have published many articles. So this is just a glance of that. So we have one article in your story, Entrepreneur India, and in Indian Express. So these are our client list, and the so when we go to this award and recognition, so we are the design official design partner for Infineon and Microchip for developing innovative and for developing innovative solutions. Okay, so as you all know, like Infineon is the world leader in semiconductor solutions, and Microchip is the leading provider of smart connected embedded control solutions. So by using this prominent or premier components, and we are ensuring that the safety and the fast. So as I told you earlier, like the anti-aliasing time. So that's all based on the the quality of the components and the algorithm which we are using. So that we ensure that the good quality products. And these are the few awards and recognition like GMIC Bangalore and IIM Bangalore, and NASCOM and TIE. And this is the team. So Mr. Amrut is the founder and CEO, and Anishil is the co-founder and CTO, and Vasudev myself, I'm heading the sales, and Rohan is our growth head. So there is a special offer which is going on. So 1 kilowatt ThingsCloud grid tie inverter at 14,500 plus 5% GST. And today we are pleased to have Mr. Varun Bhatt with us to share his insights on ThingsCloud product and application market scenario. So hi, welcome, Mr. Varun. You're muted.
Yes, you can hear me now.
Yeah. So welcome, Mr. Varun. So yeah, so he's the founder and director of Tanger Corporation. He has got vast experience in solar as well as electronic components field. So welcome, Mr. Varun, to our webinar.
Thank you, Vasu, having me on the webinar.
Yeah. So this is like we are mostly here we welcome Mr. Varun to share his insights and experience whatever he have got with our inverters. So what is your overview of market scenario for ThingsCloud range of products and experience? So can you explain for us? Yeah.
What I would, yeah, this Things Cloud is in a better position today because this is a need of hour, and I would say with the increased awareness and policy inclination towards solar adaptation in the domestic and small uh, consumers. So we need a good quality inverters which works in the Indian condition with a noisy grid and an unstable grid.
Okay.
If you see the past, we had a similar traction from the market in 2012, 13, 14. However, whole industry failed because there was no good inverter which understood how system need to work in the smaller segment. Today, with increased awareness, our industry learned from the failures. So entry barrier has been set to improve the quality of the system. Now, I'm happy to associate with the Things Cloud. One is it's an indigenous design, so we know what we are getting. And in my perception, any design with 2 years of field trials can cover all the corner cases which are there to occur in a field. So I would say Things Cloud has a better perspective now with the growing India solar industry. So with all the necessary certification done for 1 to 5 kilowatt product range, with both the grid high and grid hybrid, uh, I say Things Cloud should be reaching out to the mass, make national solar mission successful.
Okay, thank you, Varun. So even though it looks all green from the outside, when we go to the mass implementation of the system, or when it goes to the real installations, so the end customer, both end customer as well as the installer, oh sorry, the installer, yes, so they're facing a lot of issues when we are getting when it is getting into the approval, or the bidirectional, getting the bidirectional meter, which is tedious, and it is a very like it consumes a lot of time and effort for them. So for a smaller systems, so there were some issues. Yeah. Okay, so I'll repeat my question. So even though it looks green, like everyone is saying that okay, yeah, we will go, like we go for solar, wind, solar, but still, when it comes to the cooperation from the this the discoms or the nodal agencies, and also when it comes to the customer, they are the most, they are suffering a lot when it comes to the approval and to get this bidirectional energy meters. So which is it looks a lot of time, and it's very and it is tedious. So when what is like it is very difficult for the customers to go for the smaller systems, that the effort which is taking for the smaller systems and the bigger systems, it is almost similar. Okay, so at major of domestic and smaller capacity, the bidirect that and the replacement. So say for a 1 kilowatt system, if you consider, so if you go for a bidirectional energy meter by changing their unidirectional meter to bidirectional energy meter, they have to spend
Yeah.
almost 15, almost 30% of their system cost, isn't it? So what so what is it makes the customers to stay away from solar, and they'll be hesitant to go for it sometimes, right?
Yes, there are still problems when it comes to implementation on site, on ground. But this is opportunity maybe for ThingsCloud to
Yes,
provide a
yes.
new solution.
Yeah, so that's what we have come up with the like we just we spoke to many end customers and installers, and we understood that there are pain points in terms of installing the smaller systems. Okay, so that's what we have come up with the zero export model, like things hi-fi ZD models, which will ensure that whatever the energy is being generated will be consumed, and there is no headache, or to get this approval from the discoms, and getting the bidirectional emitter. So all these issues can be avoided. So and it is like, we can say,
Yeah, that's fantastic.
yeah,
Uh, this, so this is really what you say boon for the people who are in the region which doesn't have the clear policies for net metering, or many places where I can see net meters are unavailable.
yeah, true.
So, and also if you see the daytime user, mainly a commercial like institution, in educational institution or offices. So for them, this is the ideal system.
Exactly.
There is
Yeah.
no headache of getting the government body approval, or you don't need to wait for the availability of the net meter. You can start
True. Yeah.
system as soon as it is installed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Otherwise,
Yes.
in my experience, it took more than 3 to 4 months to just get approval from the government body.
Yeah. True. Yeah. In some places it is about
Also,
it's
this
almost
grid
6 months.
zero
Yes.
is both obviously by the university. The cost of getting the meter replaced is saved, as well as the yes. Also, not only hassles, you save a cost on getting the approval. So uh, both
Yeah. You can continue.
yeah,
So yeah.
having some internet
Okay.
connecting issue.
Okay. So
So,
uh, yeah. Yeah. Tell me. Tell me.
so this is an ideal system for all the commercial entities like health clinics or the officers, banks, who wants to preserve their uh, spending on the electricity.
Yeah.
And this is a dependable. Solar is a dependable energy source. Every day suns come, no matter what.
Yeah. Correct. So yeah, so we have got a lot of positive feedback from the end user and the installer, those who have used our zero export systems. And so the main thing they were saying is like either they reduce the current bill, like almost they are paying the fixed charges, okay, for the small system, and those who are having a much more consumption, they're saying that there is slab rate. So they could see a lot of difference in that slab rates, because from those who are using
Yeah,
300
correct.
volts.
That's the point. I think grid zero system will get into. So as the consumption goes high, you come to higher slab rate. Example in Karnataka, they pay 375 paise up to 30 unit, first 30 unit. Then they pay about 575 paise for 100 unit.
Yeah.
Then it increases to 675 for 100 to 200 units. And above is about 725 paise.
Okay.
So whoever has 100 and above consumption, they should definitely go for grid zero system.
Yeah. True.
It makes the system financially feasible and viable proposition.
Yeah, and also it is, this self-consumption, standby consumption and self-consumption is very less compared to, other other inverters. So that will be a value proposition.
Yeah,
Yeah. And so,
correct.
how was your experience? So you are using many systems from ThingsCloud inverters. So what is your experience with the Things app? Whether it is easy to configure, and so you also experience the many others platform as well. So what is your point on that?
Yes. See, as far as first, let me talk about Things Cloud. Here, one is a easy interface, not much of a hassles, and I have used both mobile and web portal. The user interface is nice because some of the others interface is an issue. It would take day together. Here, we could finish once the system is installed and commissioned. We could finish the interface within the hour time.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
And also analytical graphs, which is helpful for the non-technical background person or the customers. So customer also is very enthusiastic to view the performance data through this portal.
okay. As you have used many inverters, like not only Things Cloud. So our Indian market is flooded with Chinese inverters, basically, right?
Yeah,
So compared to Chinese inverters, so what you could see something of best in Things Cloud system. So can you
I
explain
would
that?
prioritize the make in India as this is very dear to me.
Okay,
And also, to be frank, until recently, we didn't have an indigenous designed, developed, or manufactured grid tie or the good solar inverter in India. So, Things Cloud is what set that apart. So
yeah,
now,
probably.
maybe
Yeah, probably we are the first one to have indigenous design on grid tie systems.
yes, grid tie system correct.
Yes.
Uh, so, that's a long way, but Think Cloud has made a start. So apart from this, if you see aesthetic build quality is on par with if you can say European or the Western style, and uh, I would say this is the cherry on cake because many of Indian inverter aesthetically failed to impress the customer. That is not the case with the Think Cloud. Also, I would say since I am from the component background, this I understood this design is based on microchip microcontroller, then which is stable design now after 8 years of running or used in multiple application, then you have used Infineon and um, major switching devices.
Yes.
Also, all filtering is used major Japanese brand like Panasonic, Nichicon, or TDK. So, product quality is reliable.
Yeah.
That was I can
That's
say
what.
now.
Yeah. That's we have focused a lot on that, because
I also
when it comes to a product, so the reliability is the main thing. So after installing the system, the customer needs to experience that, that they have, we have to serve the purpose.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so then, like, which are the segment, we have to focus much on, like, you'll be focusing much on when it comes to this, as you said, you have done a lot of zero export, and you have seen a lot of traction in that. So, what is your, what kind of customers you are mainly focusing on that?
Yeah, with the Things Cloud product range, I would ideally target residential or the small office, home office segment with the sanction load less than 10 kilowatt. So those are the ideal customer. Apart from that, all single phase commercial customer are customer which Things Cloud team can focus on. It's maybe like banks, schools, any institutions which has a single phase connection is a Things Cloud customer, go to customer.
Okay, okay. And what message you would like to give to the system installers and end users in your closing note?
I would say Things Cloud effort should be uploaded for Make in India. They are as per my understanding, they are the first one to get grid tie inverter system successfully launched to the market. Also, it's I would say, uh, solar is a 25 years business or the
Yeah,
association. Once you install solar, since panels are warranted for 25 years, no matter how, you need to get that asset performing. So inverter is a key part in a solar grid tie system or the hybrid system. So quality of the inverter, which understand the Indian uh, uh, system or the Indian situation, like it may be the climate or the unstable grid, noisy grid, or the uh, other side of the atmosphere. So that is very, very important. That is where things cloud play a very major role. So these are, since this is designed in India for India, so it has a better role to play in a upcoming prospect. Apart from that, government working on making self-reliant economy by imposing restriction on non-essential goods from neighboring country. You might soon find all some of these low-priced brands vanish from the market. So you will, there is a questionability on their after-sales support.
yeah, true.
Things like in that perspective, indigenously designed, developed Things Cloud inverter does stand in a competition, and the reliability for after sales uh, throughout the equipment lifetime. It is not only today or the year, it's throughout the lifetime of equipment. The solar panel is warranted for 25 years. Grid tie inverter will come at least 10 years.
Yeah,
So throughout the support throughout its lifetime is what we need to look at it. So for that prospect, Think Cloud is a best choice. And then with the monitoring, it's a value for money. I would recommend all the contractor or the system installer to go for Things Cloud.
yeah. Thank you, Arun. Yeah, so thank you for
My
your,
pleasure.
yeah, thank you for your valuable time and join with us and explain, express your ideas and share your experience. So thank you very much for your cooperation and your
Yep.
time. Yeah. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. Bye. So thank you for joining with us. So for any enquiries, you can contact to my contact number, and or you can write to the email ID. So thank you for your time and cooperation to join with us and now watch our video. So thank you.